The three wise men will soon be here.
Hold your knickers, boys. Balthazar has just texted.
Well, what did he say?
He can't make it.
Are you joking?
Other two can't either.
No, we're going to have to do it ourselves, aren't we?
Suppose so.
Fine by me.
You ever podcasted before?
No.
Me neither. Let's
Be
do
fine.
it. Let's do it.
The big smoke. The big shitty. I've been walking these mean streets for decades, sweetheart. The things I seen, the dames, the pigeons doing a poo. A man pleasuring himself in Astor car park. I've been all over, baby. Real, Towin, Little Sutton. You're going to learn some things about the big city today. And we've got a very special guest. My daughter. The whiskey-stained hag that is Charlotte. So welcome, everyone, again, to the Three Wise Men Couldn't Make It podcast. Very special episode today, because we've got the whiskey-stained hag that is my daughter, Charlotte.
Hello.
We're going to be talking... about life in the big city, what we've learned from our days wandering the mean streets of Chester and Liverpool and Ellesmere Port. As always, the format is, would you like to repeat it, Carl? Because you do this every fucking week about 5 times. Forget it, I'll do it. It's basically, we will tackle a subject, and then we'll tell you our stories about it, and then we'll give you a little lesson at the end. Probably none of it relevant to your lives, but whatever, who gives a shit. So I'd like to welcome my co-hosts. Rich, a man so hard-boiled, he has a head like an egg.
Hello, I do have a head like an egg. Welcome to the podcast. Hope you're going to enjoy this one. Welcome, Charles, to the podcast. Hello, Charles.
Hello.
Hello there. Back to you, Pete.
And Carl, a man so soft-boiled, his yoke is running down his pants.
Yes, my yoke has dripped many times.
It's dripping right now, mate. It's gross. But before we dive into this Tales of the Big City episode, again, Carl, and you can join in with this. Anyone, Charles?
What's he done?
I'm here.
What has he done now?
Well, we've had some complaints from some children's programmes producers.
Oh,
You copyrighted some things, Carl, right?
maybe.
This week. You copyrighted some things.
What?
Are you aware of Clifford the Big Red Dog's dick?
I am aware of that dog's penis.
Why would... Paw Patrol
Yep, familiar.
in the Lady Garden.
I've been in that lady's garden many times. I've trimmed the bush.
Well,
I picked the flowers.
what are these? Because you're named as the producer on these. It's on IMDb. BBC are going fucking mental.
As
CBeebies, all these people.
I said, I'm trying to figure.
You've got a public forum now. You're peddling
Dragging
porn
us
to
down,
kids.
man.
You're peddling porn to children again.
Listen, all I'm trying to do is advertise the podcast in any way.
In
I
the
can.
worst way possible.
Of course, it's going to get attention, isn't it?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Charles, anything to add to this?
Just explain yourself.
I've been trying. I've been.
He's not explained himself at all.
I don't think I
You're
need to
promoting
explain.
the podcast by producing Paw Patrol.
Yes, Paw Patrol. Clifford the Big Red Cock
Dog's dick.
in
In the Lady Garden.
that lady's garden.
That was the only ones I could think of.
Did you produce Thomas the Wank Engine?
Thomas the Wank Engine is in the works.
Dirty bastard.
Dear me. I thought there was something going on there.
Yeah, it's
But I
when
watched that.
fucking Gordon, the big red engine,
I've
gets in
seen
there. It's
that.
disgusting. He goes in the tunnel, in and out of that tunnel.
All day long.
Dirty gets.
With Gordon.
Yeah,
Chugga choo choo.
indeed. Bust his
And the
buffers.
fat controller.
Right.
Choo choo my nuts.
The man fat controller. Right. Moving on. It's disgusting. You got to stop.
I'm trying.
The dogging thing was disgusting last week. You got to stop.
Okay, right.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I don't like this. I don't need this every week. Okay, so we'll move on into the hot news.
Hot
News! I've just been informed that Thomas the Wank Engine is an actual podcast. Jesus. Start again. Sorry, Rich. Fuck.
Oh, it's all right.
Carry on. Carry on. Bollocks. It's an actual movie.
Porno.
Porno. Is that real people?
No,
Or is that cartoons?
I'm afraid it is cartoons.
I know
Yeah.
you
Have
doing
you
your
seen
own.
it?
How can it be real people?
Well, I don't,
Is Thomas
I don't know. Maybe a man dressed as a train. I don't know how that works.
Is Thomas the Tank Engine wanking?
and you've done your own individual research.
I have done my
How?
individual research
How is
for
that
this.
possible?
Where's his Willie? It's train.
There was a regular we had at a pub that confessed that he watched this, so we never let him live it down, and we found it online
Yeah, but where's the Willie on the train?
underneath on the base.
Right.
And to be fair, he did have arms.
The Reverend W.G. Audrey will be so proud. Or whatever his fucking name was. Okay, welcome to the hot news section. Hopefully it's of somewhat more substance than that. Carl, would you like to go first? Because you get hot news out of an opening of a door or taking your sock off or whatever.
Right. I've got the walk.
Oh, fucking hell.
I've got the talk. I've got the bright pink chalk.
Oh my god! I knew he had to have that. I was looking
He's
for
brought a
it.
piece of pink chalk. It looks like a dog's dick, by the way.
So this week's hot news.
That's
Right.
a big piece of
Why
chalk.
did you need to bring it? Just
It's hairy!
Oh, it's
and the
minging.
chalk's hairy as well.
So this week's hot news, and I'm going to dive into it like a diving in plate. Right. So
Like a what?
like a dive into hot news.
No,
so
you didn't say it's like a diving plate. You said
I
it.
did say that someone
What was
ridiculous.
I don't know.
I wasn't allowed to be censored before.
I was
when
too-
I fucked up the intro.
I was too focused on my dirty, hairy, pink
stuff.
chalk. Anyway, hot
Go on,
news.
carry on.
So this week I went on a little mate date with my best friend Josh. We went to go to Liverpool to watch a gig, a comedy gig for the first time.
And who was it?
It was for someone called Jamie Hutchison from Manchester.
Does he have a podcast?
He has a podcast. It's
What's
the,
it called?
The Hot Water Comedy, Hot Water Green Room. No, Hot Water Green Room
Jesus
podcast.
Christ.
Bit of
The
a mouthful.
Hot Water
Yeah.
Comedy
Yeah.
Green Room, Hot Water Green
Water.
Comedy, Green Hot Water Comedy Podcast.
And
That falls right off the
Just
tongue,
water
doesn't
the
it?
title down, haven't you?
so, Pete, what do we love when we go to Liverpool? A train beer, don't we?
Like a train beer.
We love a train beer. Now, I'm not a big fan of tinnies, to be fair, but I went into the local corner shop where they just sell just booze,
Yeah.
and the woman behind the behind the till went, "Have you ever tried dragon soup?" Now, I've never tried this before, but it's an energy drink, but it's alcoholic.
I've seen this.
And it's 7.5%
Yeah,
and it
I
blows
have
your head
seen
off. So I said I'll try it. So I got a cola one, I got a sour apple, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. But I'm drinking it on the way to the train station, so because Josh doesn't live far away from Capenhurst, where we are,
Is this information we need to know?
yes, because I'm leading to it. So
You're leading to it.
we get to Capenhurst train station, and there's no
you took something before you come round.
there's no
I'm
parking.
annoyed already. We're 10 minutes in.
There's no parking, so we have to come back to find more space. So we eventually get to the train. Now Josh is
Eventually.
Josh has went, "Do you know what, I'm going to buy a child's ticket." Bear in mind, Josh is 22, but a child is when you're 18, 16 to 18, but he's like, they never check. But I'm like, I'm going to just buy an adult just in case. So, I get on the train, and for the first time ever, I've been to Liverpool so many times on the train, never had my ticket checked. The fat controller, came down.
That'll be the ticket inspector.
Yeah, ticket inspector. He was like, "I've got your tickets." And I went, "Oh, you are kidding me." So I gave him my ticket. He goes, Josh gives him his ticket. He went, "Have you got any ID?" And he goes, "No." Bang, £54 fine. What an idiot.
Most expensive train ride ever.
He was
For the sake of what? £2?
Yeah, it was like the ticket guy went, "So when you're born," he went, 2005, and I'm like trying not to laugh. He's giving it all these details, and when he got hit the fine, and the next stop, the guy got off, and Josh was like, "That fucking prick." And he's like, just got on and just got off, and cost me £50. At the time, he was laughing his head off, but as the night went on, he got more and more angry.
Could he not put on a voice? Like, I was only born 10 years ago, sir. That kind of thing. Like a little kid from the Victorian times.
So we got to the gig. We got really close. And Tony, the other person, does the podcast. He was sat right behind me, but I was fanboying. But I didn't want to say hi. But I was in a piss, and he came in as well. And I was saying, "I've got to say hi." So I said
While
hi
he was
to him.
having a piss.
Well, I think he was just washing his hands or doing something, I don't know. But I said hi to him, he was so nice. And if he was a prick, I wouldn't be able to listen to his podcast anymore because it would have ruined it for me, but he was lovely.
What was his podcast called again?
The Hot Water Green Room Podcast, I think.
Right, can we cross promote with that?
We can
we go on
partnership
now one?
We can partnership with them, I don't mind.
We've promoted them.
But yeah, that's
Well, there are two
Go to the
listeners.
gig on Thomas the Wank Engine. Sound like.
But yeah, that's my hot news. Josh got hit with a £50 fine to save £2.
What a fool. Silly
What a
boy.
fool.
What a silly boy! So Josh, if you're listening, you're a silly boy,
Silly boy.
and you're
Don't
gonna
do it again.
And
You
you're
should
gonna
have
get
put on
that.
an accent at least. Try
Yeah.
to be a little boy.
You're gonna get the naughty punishment you deserve.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Who's next? Rich, do you want to go?
Yeah,
Hot
I've
news?
got some hot news. I'm going to upstage you, Carl. I have got some gossip. I've got the scoop. I've got
Oh,
a fucking
fuck's sake.
tin of tomato soup. Sorry.
Tomato soup.
I had to do something. I
Heinz
thought.
tomato soup. You
He's getting all the laughs.
you posh bitch.
Yeah, Heinz, real Heinz as well.
Are you spending or
That's
revenue?
the-
That's top-notch money.
It is. I had one. I was
But
first.
then
I was doing a beans one, but it was as the beans. And I was like, no,
I've got the peens, I've got the weens.
Yeah, it doesn't rhyme. Doesn't rhyme
work.
with beans.
That's where the podcast money's going to. Heinz
Heinz
soup.
tomato soup.
You've
There you go.
changed.
Drill.
You've changed.
Hairy chalk.
Very
Chalk.
sure.
Heady chalk.
Views of Thomas the Wank
Tomato
Engine.
sauce.
Go on, hot news.
Right.
Spotify.
My hot news this week
Yes.
is I've been putting the lottery on. I do the say what's it called?
Euro Millions.
Fucking hell.
The lottery.
Fit for life, is it?
Oh,
Set for,
Life.
set
Set
for
for
life.
life.
It's only 150. So I've been putting that on. And I started doing
Have you
this.
won it, Rich?
I started doing this thing about 4 weeks ago. Where I don't, Lizzie does this, doesn't she? What my niece. She asks out the universe to win stuff and to manifest stuff.
Oh, manifest,
So I
yeah.
started going, right, just for a laugh. Come on, let's have it. Let's win this set for life. It's like 10 grand a month for 30 years. But come on, please. Talking to the universe and whatever. So about 2 weeks ago.
Can we have some money?
Can I have a tenner and a pack of Haribos?
Line up. Get in the queue.
All I want.
They're broke.
So I get
I'm
woken
only
up
14-year-old boy.
about 4 weeks ago. I'm lying on the sofa. I fell asleep on the sofa. And a ping wakes me up. It's an email. News about your lottery ticket. I'm like, fucking what? Fucking hell. Dead excited. I thought, I'm going to leave it till the morning. But I couldn't. So I opened it up. I won 20 quid.
That's not bad.
Oh, there you
Like-
go.
It's
Yeah.
a win is a win.
A win is a win, but I was like, bastard, bastard, bastard. So I put it on again the other night, and I got pinged again last night. Same line on the sofa again. Fucking hell, news about your lottery ticket. I'm like, no way. This is mental. I haven't won a lottery in 20 years, not even a fiver or tenner. And it was a fiver. I was like, bastard!
Going down, Rich.
Bastard, yeah, it's going down. So,
You'll be getting charged for it next.
oh yeah. I'll be like, yeah. So I'm going to keep asking.
But how'd you do it?
Keep doing
so,
it.
Just,
hello, universe.
universe.
I want money.
I want to win the lottery, and I've just put my numbers on. Anything you can do, can you help me out? Can you sort it out for me?
Please, sir, I really need
I
it.
even said, can you fix it for me? And then I thought, no,
Don't do that.
that's the wrong way to say it, innit? Jim will fix it. So yeah, that's a bit of and I've got a little quick hot news as well.
Go on.
I took the lid off, the roof on the shed, the apex.
Mm-hmm.
I took it off today because I've took the shed down and I'm moving the wood sheds down here and I'm putting that roof back on them. So it's got like an apex roof and then the two wood sheds. So it's heavy thing. Lifts it up above my head, walking down the garden with it, and I've got a bad knee. And I used to be able to just crouch down and put it down, but I couldn't. So I just thought, how am I going to do this? I was actually thinking, I'm going to have to shout, Carl! Because you're always in that bedroom, aren't you? Waving at me.
Yeah.
But he's not there now when I need him, is he? So I went to put it down and it fucking flipped. And it smacked me, it nearly I somersaulted. It fucking smacked me, but I'd just taken some 5-inch nails out of the bit it hit me. So it would have been like a story off
Fucking
Days
Final
Days I
Destination.
nearly died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking knocked me out nearly in the garden.
You should have asked for some help.
I should have really.
Yeah, you really should.
But yeah, so that was all good fun.
Charles
I
pretty.
just won the lottery.
beefy,
And then
she could have done it.
killed myself.
I'm beefy.
Yeah, you got a big set of guns on you.
I
Got
do,
your
to be
punch
fair.
your dad with broken
Yeah.
arm.
I will punch
noticed
my dad
my-
with a broken arm.
All my hot news involves sheds.
Shed
Every week I
orientated.
got a shed story every week.
Shed news.
Shed news.
Hot shed news.
Hot shed news. Yeah.
Next week's gonna be. So I painted my shed, and the
Yeah.
colour was red, and I thought that'll taste nice because it's red. That'd be something Rich would do.
Strawberry.
I paint it with tomato soup. Got plenty of that.
Sean,
So
That makes
moving on to
literally no
Sean.
sense.
I've got some hot news, guys.
Mate, have you?
Let's have it.
I do.
You fall off a shed or you
No,
sent to be a Victorian boy?
this isn't bone-breaking news.
Yeah.
This is I cured a disease news.
Did you?
I did, nearly. So,
Nearly.
me and my friend
So you
Lucy...
did it, you didn't?
I did, kind of. I didn't. So, me
Right.
and my friend Lucy, we decided, do you know what? Because we have a bunch of friends, but none of them...
You have friends?
Is Lucy the one who's done the artwork?
Whoa! Yes.
Right, can we get her on instead of you?
We're on a time limit here. Come on,
Oh
hurry
my
up.
God! It's my first one!
You've got used to it, mate. I get this every week.
I cured a disease!
I love
You
this.
didn't.
So I didn't, but I did. So me and
No, you
Lucy...
didn't then.
Well, so me and Lucy are within a group of friends. None of them like rock music apart from me and her. So we were like, do you know what? There's a club in Manchester called Satan's, which plays heavy
Satan's
metal.
Hollow, yeah.
Yeah, Satan's
It's
Hollow.
very good.
We play rock music, they play pop rock, everything. And we were like, right, me and you will go have a girly night, whatever. And we go. And one of my other friends called Charlie, who I used to work with, I know he likes it. So I was like, come down, open your can. Open your fucking can. Take a sip. Go for it.
Sorry, people. We're just having a swig of beer. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Fucking hellfire.
Ow! We go Satan's, we're having a ball. Charlie meets us with his friends, which I have met before. I don't know how I didn't realise, because I've met them multiple times, that one of them is actually blind. Didn't know.
Why has he got a stick?
And yet, even when Charlie's gone home and I've stayed out, I stayed out clubbing with him. I still didn't know
Did he
was
go to the
blind.
bar?
He did. He bought me a
fascinating.
drink. Well, to
Yeah.
be fair, he's
How?
pretty much, I'm going to say like 90% blind, and in one eye he can just about see.
Right.
And when he gets really pissed, he needs assistance to go to the toilet, to just do anything. But he bought me drinks, so
I needed
I'm
that,
happy.
Oh, avoid that guy. That's
was
a
well happy.
liability. No
So,
thanks, I like you.
When I found out, I was like, mate, have you even tried glasses? Have you even tried them? And he's going, Charlotte, it's not going to work, man. It's not like that. And I was like, you give me the time of day. Take the glasses off my face right now. And he's refusing point blank. I'm surprised he didn't punch me in the face.
Well, he couldn't see your face, for starters.
Well, I was forcing them onto his face. So within that 10% sight he had, he was trying to push my hand away. So I pushed his hand down and forced my glasses onto his face. And do you know what?
Basically,
He couldn't see
assaulted-
fuck all.
He couldn't see nothing.
Weird that.
But I thought he could have went, see, you just need to go to Specsavers.
How many drinks had you had by this point that you thought you could cure
Let's
blind.
just
a
say
blind man with your glasses?
I was blacking out by this point. Yeah,
Yeah. Did he find you helpful?
not in the slightest.
That's
and
weird,
to be
really,
fair, I'm
isn't it?
pretty sure he's blocked me on Snapchat now.
I'm fairly sure he has.
I reckon
sure
he's
he
probably
has.
got someone else to
Well,
block
he
it on Snapchat.
won't have because he can't see Snapchat.
Well, I didn't know he was blind until he was stood across the other side of the room asking for our names.
How does a
And
blind
I was like,
man...
we're over here, and he just wasn't getting it.
How does a
Does
blind
the
man...
stick and the fucking glasses
doesn't,
and the
he
dog?
He doesn't have a
Don't
stick.
give you...
He was just
And the,
there.
and the braille.
Yeah.
I knew he had a bit of a wonky eye, and I just thought, that's just him, innit? It's a bit of a personality trait, innit?
Well, wonky eyes and a
wonky
personality
eye.
trait for starters.
I just thought
That's
that
a
was
physical
him.
disability.
I just thought that was him, and I tried to put my glasses on. He didn't like it, and
Weird, right?
Now I think I'm blocked. But do you know what? I cured blindness that day, and he didn't want to agree with it.
Didn't want to know, did he?
A, you didn't. B, you annoyed a blind man.
I cured blindness.
C, that's not... You know, I can't even...
Don't take your glasses off. Put them on.
It's just annoying. Get lost!
Pete, have you got any...
It's not a story.
Pete, have you got any hot news?
That's the story of... That is a tale of abuse of a poor blind man.
He's got 10%. Like,
Well,
he's
he's
not that
cutting
blind.
off with the Snapchat he can't see now, so great.
Oh, did he see Snapchat in the first place?
That's what I was about to ask. Has he got Braille on his phone?
No.
I made that point 10 minutes ago!
No. If you hold on to it, if you're blind, it'll shout it out to you on the phone.
What, Snapchat?
Yeah.
And you go, block Charlotte.
Yeah, probably.
Pete, any hot
I got
news?
nothing, mate.
Nothing's happened in the
must have
last week.
something.
Anything.
Well, there's been operations and things, so it's
Yeah.
not news, is it?
Hot news.
I literally have nothing.
Well, you've been looking
I wrote
after.
the latest comic I've read.
You've been looking after the.
That's my fucking news.
You've been looking after
I read Cross,
Mrs. Harper, haven't
which
you?
is horrible.
Yeah.
But you're looking after Mrs. Harper. You did
Yeah.
a good job, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
There you go.
there you go. And we wish her a speedy recovery,
We do.
so she can get back to cooking. So I don't have to do it.
Well, Harvey's cast on next week, so I can get fighting again.
Fighting.
Yeah,
Fighting.
get me underground fighting ring going again. That's hot news. I'm going to start one right now. I've decided. Right, there's my hot news. I'm going to beat the shit out of some kids in a fighting ring
Yeah.
And a blind man.
and a blind man. I can take a blind man, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah. Well,
You're blind yourself.
Well, I wear me glasses when I'm fighting, won't I?
At least wear
Or me
contacts.
contact lenses.
Wear your contacts.
Fucking hell. That was news, folks, apparently.
That was news. It was
Someone
hot
nearly
news.
died by a shed. Carl had another night out. Wild, right? And me daughter
Blindness.
my daughter abused a disabled man. So let's move on to the main topic, which is Tales from the Big City. Fucking God help us all.
Main topic.
It's the main fucking topic. Tales from the Big City. I was walking around the big city yesterday. I saw a man with a dog. I said, "Man, does your dog do tricks?" I gave him some money. And he said, "Yeah." I gave him money. He fucked my leg for 40 minutes. I said, "No. Does your dog do tricks, not turn tricks, you asshole?" That was just a Tuesday morning in a big city. Charlotte, have you got any stories from your times in Manchester and Liverpool and Colwyn Bay?
Funnily enough, I have one of my best stories from Manchester.
I like Manchester.
Amazing. I love
Go on.
Manchester. I went there to start university. As soon as I walked the streets through Piccadilly Gardens and I saw someone shooting up heroin and someone smoking crack, I thought, I am home. I am home. So, but it was when I first got my job at the pub in Manchester.
What pub is this?
It's Crown and Anchor.
Yes.
There's two.
It's a very reputable pub.
It is.
I enjoy it very much.
Right by the Arndale.
Yeah.
Brilliant pub. Love it. But there was one shift, and I remember it vividly because of this.
The dog that was turning tricks is barking his ass up in the garden. I think he's fucking stopped. Okay.
No, he's
not
he's,
stopped.
he's going.
We've got a bit of a problem with a dog here, I'm afraid.
It's dog time, folks.
Dog time.
Dog time.
Dog time.
He always appears and spoils our podcast, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
There we go. Right.
He's just been bollocked and shouted in.
Yeah.
So-
He fucking someone's leg.
Carrying on. Carrying on.
Sorry, carry on.
I remember
Charlotte.
this shift vividly. It was a day shift, 12 till 5. I thought, you know what, I've got off easy for a Friday.
12 to 5.
12 to 5.
What the fuck?
Easy shift. For a Friday?
That's 5 hours.
5 hours.
That's
nothing.
good. That's good maths.
Nothing. So
Shut
it was
up.
rapid. It's a Friday. People are in, wanting to get pissed, you know.
Yep.
So I'm walking home, and as I'm walking home, you have to walk out of the main street, down a little hill, and then you're on a main road where there's like Tesco,
Yeah.
other bars,
But it's a
takeaways.
bustling city.
Bustling. This street that I'm walking past, it's manic, and everyone knows there's a bit of a spice epidemic in Manchester.
Can you explain what spice is?
I couldn't
apart
tell
from
you, mate.
turmeric or
I could
Chinese
not
fly.
tell you. People smoke it and they're off their fucking tits.
And do
Right.
what?
Oh, I'm about
Go
to tell you.
or
I'm
whatever.
about to tell you.
Right, go on.
This guy, who was very clearly on spice himself, was in the middle of this very, very busy junction, this road.
Busy?
Busy.
Busy.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
There's a very busy road in Manchester, and he stood there holding an orange bag of warburtons in front of his face and just screaming. And he's honest to God looking
At the bag of bread.
at the bag of bread. Like he's starting to shadow box it.
Right.
Like he's genuinely so angry at this warburtons. And I'm thinking, oh shit, he's going to go and absolutely hammer a member of the public or something.
He's going to
'Cause
clobber
he's
someone
that
with some
angry.
bread.
But no one can understand what he's saying because he's stood there with the little piece of plastic in his hand and the whole loaf hanging low. He's going like proper squaring up to this loaf where I think he just snapped, had enough, dropped it to the floor, onto his knees, and he's pummeling this Warburtons.
What's that bread done to him?
I couldn't tell you, but he was
Was
pummeling
it, how
that
thick was the
loaf.
slice? I mean, was he expecting a thin slice?
I'm going to say it's like a medium slice.
bread.
It was a medium slice.
He sounds like he
bread.
was in bread.
Orange is
to me.
thick, right? Orange is thick slice.
Orange, it is a thick
Orange is
slice.
really
So I
toasty.
reckon he's expecting a
But when
thin
he dropped
slice.
that
He's gone
bread,
mental.
he smacked to his knees on that concrete. People
Right.
are honking, nothing is registering.
Right.
He is absolutely seen red, and he's pummeling this poor Warburton's bread. And I thought, what on earth is going on? I've seen many smackheads in Manchester. That was something special.
What did you take from that? Don't buy thin sliced bread.
Don't buy Warburtons.
Not the
Because the
fact that...
spice is fine.
Yeah.
The spice is great. The spice is apparently brilliant. Just don't buy medium
bread.
slice
And
Warburtons.
this is broad daylight.
Bro, it was 5 o'clock.
Amazing.
5 o'clock on a Friday.
Do you think he maybe he was
just
doing a
nuts.
routine?
No. His pants were at his knees. His willy was out. Sorry, I forgot to mention that part.
It's kind of an important part,
Like,
really.
because he was arguing, his willy was flopping with his
Right.
movements, and then that's when he dropped to his knees. Maybe the Warburtons cheated on him. I don't know.
Do you reckon they had a bit of makeup sex after it? Oh, just...
Entirely
bread.
possible going
Well,
by
I
the first
didn't
part of the
really
story.
stay there long enough to find out. I just kind of walked past. I was like, oh, fair enough.
Yeah, but you need
know?
a bagel for that,
I
wouldn't you?
wonder what
Yeah,
happened
you'd
if
need
it
a
was a
bagel.
Or
Robert's
a
bread.
donut.
Roberts.
Oh, I'd have been
Fancy
that
days.
sounds nice.
What the hell does spice do to your brain?
I know.
That's
I don't
mental.
know. Mate, I've seen so many spice heads in Manchester.
And they're all like that. They're all like
They're either-
screaming at bread or
No, they're either
punching
dead
a wall.
angry or they're so out of it. There was one that was having a wee outside the pub. His pants were at his ankles,
So that sounds like
but he can't hold his willy. He's just there and he's like this and he's wobbling back. His hands are in the
Wow.
air. He's trying to balance himself and his willy is, oh bless it, it was so small. It was flopping up and down, so he's weeing on himself
can't be that small.
as
then.
well as outside of our door. So I was a bit fuming
At
about
what
that.
point of the time of the day was this?
That was about 2 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon.
Great. So, what did your ex-boyfriend do after this?
Well, funnily enough, he just ran.
My God.
As soon as the
I've never
pants...
seen anything
It's
like. In all honesty,
crazy,
I've never
crazy.
seen anything like that.
So
Because
yeah,
it's crazy, because something switches and
you drop your
City,
pants
innit? You
straight
drop
away.
your
As soon as
pants,
you have spice, drop your
punching
pants.
bread,
It's
win
something-
everything.
Punching bread.
one of our
Off you go.
bouncers felt dead
Weird,
bad,
man.
helped him pull up his pants. As soon as that was done, he bolted. I swear to God, it was the fastest I've ever seen a man run.
I think that'd be a good introduction how to make a play. Do you reckon?
Make a play.
Spice.
No, not take spice, but the introduction of a play, the curtains move.
And there's
And
a
it's just a
man
guy
peeing
with
on the floor.
no pants, beating bread, and I'd be like,
Beating
"Do you know
bread
what?"
and-
Yeah, I'm intrigued where this story's going to go.
Getting reclosed by a bouncer.
Where would it go? You've set yourself up here.
Yeah, where's it going to
Yeah.
go?
Where's
Yeah,
this
yeah.
going to
This
go? Because
story?
I imagine it goes to him having a sleep in an alley.
What happens is
In real life.
he beats the bread up and he goes home and he slams the door. He's got mascara streaking
Running
down
down.
his face, and then it starts to thunder and lightning.
And then the bread knocks at the door.
no,
Hello?
he
He's
is
still choking up. He's like,
he is a little tapper on the window.
Maybe
it
he'd ask
moved-
for spice and they'd
It's
give him,
rocks.
they'd give him a slice.
Yeah, it's rocks being thrown at the window, and the bread's holding a stereo. I'm sorry, didn't mean it.
what song's playing? Mr. Brightside.
It'd be something like it'd be fucking.
Spice Girls, obviously.
Yeah, 100%.
Spice up your life.
Spice up your life. I'm so sorry.
And then it just turns to a cold shot. The camera swings round him and he just starts kissing this bread, licking the bread. And then it skips down.
End scene.
Then it skips down 5 years.
And seeing quick, got touch on.
Yeah, it skips to 5 years' time, and then they've got little bread babies and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Half human, half
Buns,
bread.
little buns.
Yeah.
Yeah, little, yeah.
Warburtons
little
buns.
batches.
About fellas punching them.
Yeah.
He's got like this bread, like you know, like for a tiramisu, those little bread things. He's got them for legs and arms.
The fingers.
Yeah, the fingers,
Oh,
sponge
yeah.
fingers for
See,
legs
I
and
was
arms.
picturing quite muscly thighs with a loaf of bread as a body.
A bit like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Right, that was Charlotte, by the way.
No, it
also,
wasn't.
we've all had spice before this episode, apart from me, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all had spice.
That's a good story.
There's a good story.
That is
Thank
a good
you,
story.
thank
that.
you.
It's so weird.
It is very weird. It is.
What would possess you to have that?
And then
It was
And
a
hope
fresh-
for that effect?
What annoyed me is it's a
I
freshly
hope I'm
bought,
going to go mental and piss everywhere.
freshly bought bag of bread. It was right
It's
outside
not even
Tesco.
that bothers me. It's the fact that why would you take something that makes you go that bonkers?
Mate, he was so angry. Usually it just conks you out, you're like a zombie.
Is that right?
But he was angry. He saw red with that bread. Ah!
Damn right, yeah. Well, he wished
Slam
he had red
poetry.
bread, not orange. Okay. All right, who wants to go next? Carl, you probably got the longest, fucking, most boring story. So,
No, get it out of the way, mate.
I'll get out of the way. So, I worked.
Rich, are you done? Are you done there? Okay, Rich.
Thanks, Carl. Moving on to me.
So I worked in Sainsbury's on Cheshire Oaks for 3 years, and surprisingly, you would have thought you'd had a few people coming in. You think they're a bit weird, aren't they? But it didn't really happen as much, really.
I can't imagine there'd be that many.
Yeah, but like when you see that many people come through the doors, you'd have thought at least you would have seen some things happen, and eventually it did. So it was late on. It was about 9 o'clock.
Is it the bread aisle?
No, I'm on the biscuit aisle. That's on next to the bread.
biscuit aisle.
Now, the later on in the shift, you get, instead of having like big metal trolleys, what you have all the delivery on, you have big boards where it's massively stacked and wrapped in cling film that come off the wagons.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just doing my delivery, and a bit of the cling film is lying across the floor. Like, no one could trip on it, but it's just trailing on the floor. And a lady comes up, and I'm going to guess this lady's about 60, I'm going to say. Late 50s.
Hot.
God, no.
Proper fit,
And bear in mind, this woman is very known by the members of staff because she causes a bit of havoc. And then she stays in the store for about 8 hours. She's a...
What?
Yeah.
What does she do?
She just picks up every item and as a look and goes, nah, I'm alright.
So she's bored.
No, she's insane.
I've seen it. I'm sure I've seen it.
So,
Is this Laura?
yeah. So, she comes up and she goes, oh, the snake almost got me, you know, meaning the trail of cling film.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm sorry about that, you know me. She goes, I want to talk to you. And I go, okay.
What?
And she goes, do you know what this badge is? Now, I'm not going to say the name of what this is, but there was a certain... There's a certain...
guess.
No, there was a... You remember the jam jars and there's a certain logo on them?
I know already.
Yes.
You know what I'm on about?
Ah, yes.
And it was
yes.
like a
Gee, golly.
From way back
yeah,
when.
that. It had a certain name. I'm not going to say it because I might get in trouble, but we all know what we're on about.
Yeah.
With the teddy and stuff
Yeah, you
like
don't
that.
have to... Yeah,
So,
no need to
so
elaborate
she has this as a badge on a t-shirt.
Oh,
And she goes, do you know what this badge is? I know what it is, but
She's
if I...
a big jam fan.
Yeah. But if I say yes, I have dumped myself in a shit show that's going to happen.
yeah.
And I go, she goes, no, I don't know what this is. And she goes, how old are you? And I think I was 22 at the time. I go, I'm 22. She goes, oh, wow, you don't know what it is. And I go, no. Bear in mind, I'm trying to work here because I've got
I
a lot
sense
of
a
stuff.
tirade coming.
And she goes, so this is called a goth. It's called that. And I go, oh, okay. She goes, yeah, it's a massive misconception in society nowadays. People think it's racist, and she goes, I totally agree with it. I don't see how it's racist. Bear in mind, the person I'm talking to is white. She goes, it's not racist. It's not racist. People think it is, and we should be proud of what it is. And I go, oh, okay, it's whatever makes you happy. I don't really know what it is. I'm not. She goes, so what do you think about it? Do you think it's racist? And I go, I don't really know. I've never seen it. I'm trying to just avoid anything that could happen. And I'm going,
Yes.
bear in mind, this woman is fucking nuts. She's going, oh, like proper high rate. Oh, yeah, so this is really passionate.
And
she's got these eyes.
yeah.
She's got these insane eyes. And I'm stuck with her. And I don't know what to do.
You
Because
should have just said yeah and see how she'd react.
yeah, but I just didn't know what to do, and I was stuck with her for about 20 minutes. And she gave me a 20-minute lecture on what God thingies are, and I stood there, and a few of them
toys to her, and
yeah, but she had a massive collection. She had a t-shirt. I'm pretty sure she had a t-shirt of it as well. Yeah. But she had a badge on it, and she was going around telling all the staff. And I had to go around the store, and I go, "This woman's in again." I won't say her name, but she's known for.
It's quite offensive. Yeah.
She's known.
I've heard about her. I've heard about her before.
How do you know, Rich?
I don't know.
Stop it.
When you're telling me, it's all going. You know, in
You
your
were
head, you're going,
saying-
I know that.
But yeah, so I had to run around the store.
Hang on.
and,
Right. Yeah. So repeat.
So I had to run around the store and warn all the other members of staff that this woman's in. And from now on, a member of staff has to walk around with her and do the shopping.
For 8 hours.
No,
Stop.
but they have to speed her up and make sure she doesn't cause any issues. And
Absolutely mental.
and there's just one other.
Well,
one-
there's always people like that. I mean,
How do
Yeah.
you speed her up though? Be like, you don't need to look at that, move on to the next.
Oh,
you don't want that bread. That bread is not offensive to you.
You don't want that bread, mate.
and, there's,
Yeah, the thin sliced.
Next one.
and the last one I want to talk about is so our local pub is called the Jessups in Ellesmere Port.
Yes.
We love this pub.
We love
Yeah.
going to Jessup. There's sights to see.
And these two people I'm talking about, they're not strange or crazy or whatever. They
Not
are
like
just
us.
they're just the sweetest people. But it's two older ladies that go into Jessup's every day. Well, not every day, every karaoke. But me and Lucy, cousin Lucy, she
Karaoke's Saturday or Friday?
Today?
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Tuesday, Friday.
Tuesday, Fridays.
So they love it, but they're actually not bad singers. Can I say their names? Because it's nothing. Can I say it?
Of course you can.
So their name is Carl and Ruth, and they are absolutely lovely. Every time we see them, they give us hugs. But the first time we met them, we just end up talking to them.
How old would you say?
I would say
and Ruth
Carol and Ruth
are?
are. I'm going to say they're about 62. I'm going to guess.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And they are
Still
lovely.
go out on the piss.
Yeah.
Go
So we
on.
were chatting to them.
Absolutely.
We were chatting to them, and they went, "Are you hungry?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm hungry." So she opens a purse or a bag, and she has a full-blown picnic packed up in her bag, and she
Started beating it up.
Just mushed up bodies,
so
stamped on like fucking
Warburtons.
salmon.
so she's got this picnic laid on the table. We're having sausage rolls, we're having
No way.
sandwiches,
Well,
and
they don't serve food in the Jessups.
no,
do they?
and
So-
every time we see her now, we have a big hug. She always buys us a drink
That's dead
because she has
sweet.
to, and it's just so nice to
Have
meet
you
a
bought her a
stranger.
drink?
Of course I
You
have.
better fucking had it done.
They bought a bottle of red wine. They sneak that one. They don't. No, they don't. But they
Hang
buy
on,
a
what
bottle
did
of
you say?
wine.
Well, back up there. Let's not get
No.
these people into
No,
trouble.
no, they
but
don't. They
what
don't.
did you
They-
say?
well, no, they sneak in food, but they buy a bottle of red wine, and I remember sitting on them for about an hour, getting pissed off red wine. I don't like it.
on a big picnic blanket in the middle of
yeah,
Jessup's.
yeah.
Did they bring in spice?
No,
Love some of
not
that.
my Carl and Ruth. Okay, that's my hot news. Not hot news. That's my main story of the big city.
Big city.
The big city of Ellesmere Port and Sainsbury's.
Mental.
Rich.
I've got a couple of little stories about. I used to work at a place where we sold truck parts. Well, I still do, but I work for a different company now. And there's a guy walks around the port. You'll all know him. I can't mention his name though.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you'll know him.
I know him.
This guy
Walks around.
Walks around town. I can't do that accent. And I'm stood on the counter.
This guy's got a rep, right?
Wait, is it the main one or the street one?
the main what?
Main guy.
Main guy or
What
the
are you
street
talking
guy?
about?
Because we know who you're talking about.
I don't.
But is it the one that lived on the street? Or is it
No, it's
straight.
the guy.
the guy?
It's
Okay,
the guy.
crack on. It is the guy.
It's the guy. That's the one. And I got left on the counter where they serve. And that wasn't my thing.
Spread
I couldn't-
open, yeah.
I couldn't do it. But my mate was there as well. And I saw this guy coming up towards the doors.
Did your heart sink?
Oh, I basically.
Oh no, he's
No.
a sweetheart.
Oh, I know, but it's
He is-
different.
he
You
is-
know you're in
he's-
for a
he's
difficult
totally
conversation.
harmless.
You
I
are.
just,
He's the most famous person in Ellesmere
He
Port.
is.
he is, isn't he?
He really is.
Do you know what he reminds me of? Bulldog.
Yeah.
Bulldog.
Oh, a bulldog.
He reminds me of the guy who sings with Jack Black.
Kyle
Kyle
Gass.
Gass.
Oh my god, I can
KG.
see it. I can see it.
He
Yeah.
looks
Cage.
a little bit like him.
Yeah.
I
But
can
anyway.
see that.
Doors open. He comes in. I'm like, oh shit. I don't know what to do. I'm no good in situations like that. Hello.
Sorry.
Hello. And he's, next minute, want to buy a mouse? That's how he talks as well. I said, sorry. Want to buy a mouse? So I'm like, okay, well, just bear with me 1 second. And I just fucking legged it.
You
ran away.
Liked it.
Yeah. Why would you come in?
Oh, he used to sit with me to have drinks. He was
Did he?
lovely.
He's-
But
All right.
he tried to fob off his sister's birthday present to me instead.
What?
It was
Took
just
it.
Teddy's.
Explain.
Me and Kimmy, we used to go drinking all the time, didn't we?
Who's Kimmy?
one of my old friends. Sorry,
You've
one of my
got to
old
provide
friends.
background information.
One of my old friends from high school.
Yeah.
And when we turned 18, all we did was get pissed. We used to go to
Most people
Weatherspoons in
do.
Ellesmere Port before it turned into Jessop's.
Yes.
And we used to sit there and then we'd see that person come in.
Yes.
That person.
And bless them, they used to collect glasses and instead of getting paid in money, they'd pay him in crisps. And he,
Like one crisp per
he
glass.
fucking loved
He did.
it
He
to the
loved
point
it.
where he would get the train to Overpool and do the exact same for the Weatherspoons outside the station there.
Fair play then.
So I used to travel with him. If me and Kimmy wanted to go to a
okay.
different place, we'd travel with him. But he used to come and sit with us and he'd be like, "Hey!" And we'd be like, "What are you saying?"
Do you come with subtitles?
Honestly, we were like,
What
"What?"
a nice chap. But they
He was
literally paid
lovely.
him in bags of crisps.
Bags of crisps,
Fair
not
enough.
even money.
I can
Fair
vouch for that
enough.
because I've seen him.
Yeah.
I've been in that.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Why
That's
not?
all he does.
And I've seen him in there collecting glasses.
Yeah.
When we were in there.
I've seen him do it as well.
Yeah.
He come up to me once, right, and he was. I think it was the first time because he was trying to be dead hard.
God bless him.
And he went, "Did you know?" Pushed a policewoman down the stairs after I fingered her. I went,
No, that's a totally different side of him that I've never seen that side of him before.
I went, what? I was like,
Was he trying to be cool or something?
I think he was just.
I mean,
trying
sure,
to
it
be
would
cool.
be difficult.
Oh,
But it is in his voice.
In his voice
it
as well.
was hard to understand. So we were like, what? What? And he's going, "Plus the policewoman downstairs after I fingered her." And we were like, all right, buzzing. So what you doing? He went, "Collecting glasses." I'm like, "Yeah, you collect your
Everyone's
glasses,
got to have a
mate.
hobby, right?
Buzzing."
Jesus.
This person, if anyone, if anyone who lives in Ellesmere Port, and you know who
Fucking hell.
you know who we're
Don't give
talking
away who
about.
he is.
No, but not no. If you know who we're talking about,
Oh.
Every fucker knows who he
Well,
is
know
now.
that because he says that to everyone.
but,
What, the policewoman
He
thing?
pushes a policewoman down the stairs after fingering her, yeah?
sorry, carry on, Rich. We used to.
Go on, go on.
But I want to just say the same thing
Fucking
happened. We got stuck with him. It was Neve.
Got
and-
stuck with him,
Who's
he's
Steve?
lovely.
What? No, wait there. I didn't even
love sitting with him.
Sounds
No,
it.
this man is very kind. I can't say a bad word about him, but he's very.
Policewoman might have a fucking word to say.
But I'll tell you this:
She won't be happy with him.
He sat down. He sat down with me, Neve, and Lucy, and I was trying to talk to him, but he put his back to me because he's all about the women. If you talk,
Oh,
to
he
him.
is. He's a ladies' man.
But he's telling us something happened the week before.
Sounds like it
now,
as well.
where Weatherspoons is, the park. You know Overpool, where the Weatherspoons is. There's a football pitch there,
I'm aware of it.
and
There is.
someone collapsed, and the one person to find this person.
Oh, but just for this, there's Pete still spitting beer all over the place.
Pete just spat his beer everywhere. Sorry, give me a sec.
Right, sorry. Carry on.
Right, so
You wouldn't want to be found out.
so this person. Sorry.
What's the police?
Call the police!
So
Don't.
this person collapsed in the park,
Did he?
and the one person to stumble and find them
Oh my god.
was the guy we're talking about.
I thought you meant he clapped.
No. This,
Oh.
I think a woman collapsed and he found her, and
God help her.
Doing?
he called the police because she collapsed.
He said no fucking way. Not after last time, mate.
There's no stairs right there.
Sorry, and so they had to get a police.
Guys, I'm weeing myself. I only dribbled. We're all right. Carry on.
They had to get a police helicopter to pick this lady up, and the guy we're talking about obviously went in the helicopter with her.
He didn't swear.
Why did he
Finger
know
the
it?
pilot, kick her out.
You don't fucking know
Seeing
her.
this pilot coming out the helicopter. Ah!
Oh God.
But he was saying like, got in this helicopter like that, and then And then he told her that he went to the hospital with her and made sure she was all right.
Oh,
And then he
God
said,
bless
like,
him.
and then he said a week later, he went, I was on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. And this lady was thanking him.
Well, fair play
But,
to
like,
him.
He's just a massive sweetheart. I think he's just a ladies' man, you know?
Yeah.
Ladies'
Did that
man.
happen, that?
Yeah, that
Do you
happened.
think that actually happened?
No, that really happened.
Or has he made that up?
No, it did happen because people saw the helicopter land on the thingy and he went with
Yeah,
it.
because he used to come up to me and Kimmy and go, boyfriend! And we'd be like, yeah, boyfriend, yeah. And he'd be like, what? And this was when he offered me his sister's present that he got her for her birthday. And I was like, no, you're alright, mate.
She must have been well pleased. That...
To be honest, it was one of those, arcade teddies that you win in one of the pinball
Yeah.
claw machines. And he went, you went for me, sister, but you can have it. And I'm like, no.
Has he got a
Yeah,
sister?
right.
Yeah, I don't even know. It could be a
Or has he
massive
booted
lie.
down the stairs?
And I'm like, you know what? You can
His sister's a
give it to
policewoman.
your sister. And then he got on the train with us.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Rich. But,
No, it's fine.
But have you got any other stories?
My story had nothing on that then. That was,
Oh, God, I'm crying.
the only thing that happened to me was I ran off and left the other guy to deal with it.
The other guy.
Much story. I hid and watched it.
This is like your story of I almost went
It
to
is.
Blaken.
Yeah, he come
Nothing
in.
happened.
I hid behind
You
the
just
shelves.
hid.
No, he did. He wanted to buy him. You know, your computer mouse.
Yeah,
he
I
wanted
figured,
to buy
yeah.
one. Oh, I want to buy the mouse. And that's how he talks, isn't it? I
He's
want to buy the
very,
mouse.
he's very forward.
Very
forward.
forceful.
Oh, bless him.
He said, we don't sell them. This is our work. We use them for work. Buy it. I want to buy it. Want to buy it. So I was
Bless him.
crying behind the shelves laughing. And when mate was like, you twat. You bastard. You legged it.
Fucking hell, me head hurts.
Pete, have you got a story? Apparently you have a story about something happened in Liverpool, have you?
Very, very brief.
Well, tell us, I want to hear.
How long have we got on this piece of shit?
We got about 10 minutes.
Right,
Go
excellent.
for it, man.
Right. Piece of shit. That's nice about your own podcast, isn't it? Fucking hell. Okay, you might remember this one, Charles.
What, was I with you?
You were with us because we, me
I
and your
was
mum,
livid.
and
Wait, was it the last night out we had?
no,
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Shut up! Let him talk!
I am landed at every point of your life. We were going to Liverpool to go shopping. You're going back like 10, 15 years. And we came out of Lime Street Station. We didn't take you to Liverpool very often. Because I don't know, we just did Chester more often, didn't we? That was our thing.
Yeah,
I had
Chester
a
was, yeah.
regular trip. We had regular trips to Chester. Anyway, so we came out of Lime Street Station, and there was what I can only describe outside Lime Street Station to this young lady was a child then. She didn't know what the word spice or finger meant. And there's those concrete bins they have, and there's like I don't know if they even have them anymore, but there's like a concrete bin you start and they put the bin inside
Yeah.
it, a metal bin
Yeah.
inside it.
Yeah.
Pebble Dash type of thing.
Yeah, Pebble Dash, yeah.
Pebble Dash, yeah.
And there was a guy with his arms around this bin. He had topless, bald. He looked like Gollum, but 6 foot high, and she remembers.
I remember.
And he was threatening everyone that came out of Lime Street Station very aggressively. And so we came out, and he's like, I'll kill you all. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. I'll strangle you with me dick. And as if to underline the point, he licks the bin.
I remember that part. I remember that part.
Jeez.
And we walked past him, and he carried on and on and on, and we walked, and he was still going as we walking down towards Central in Liverpool, screaming at the top. I mean, he must have had maybe a little pair. It was cold as well. It was winter, and he had a little pair of pants on, nothing else.
Bloody hell.
Screaming and licking a bin and threatening to strangle everyone who went past him. This was multiple times, not just us. That he was going to strangle them with his dick. Now, I didn't see his dick, but that's an impressive feat. If
That is, yeah.
Did he look like he was hanging?
he's crouched, love.
Did he not look like he was hanging dong? He had his top off. He's ready to go.
Godzilla style.
Godzilla style,
Might
yeah.
have been.
Defo.
I'm not going to call him out on it though. I'm not going to say, go on then. In front of me, 10-year-old daughter, am I? All right, mate. I'm game. Go on.
I do remember that actually.
Yeah, do you remember
I remember
it?
us giggling the entire
Yeah.
time around Liverpool.
And then we walked past someone else who was talking about shagging prostitutes within literally I'm not even joking. Without like 2 minutes.
It's great,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
your mum looked at each other. What is happening? Because it's not normally like that. Liverpool's lovely.
Yeah, but that's a city
It is
for you, isn't
lovely,
it?
but yeah, that's life in a big city.
On my 18th birthday, I remember
2 years ago, 1 year ago, whatever.
I obviously do get pissed, but I can hold me liquor, to be fair. But there's been only one time where I can't remember getting home, and that was my 18th birthday. Now I remember.
Oh, we were.
Do you remember that? At the end of the night, you were trying to go to a fish and chip place that you really like, and I got a Mackey's, and I got so pissed that I was eating this Mackey's, and some guy was going to me and went, "Who you like, lad? You like you? What you doing? What you doing? You got any money?"
It was that fella.
Proper
It's
lad.
all about before.
Proper lad. And I'm so confused.
policewoman.
I'm so confused and pissed. I just pointed at the current Mrs. Harper. I was like, "Help me!" And then from that point, the next time I remember was waking up in my bed.
Do you know another thing he
Yeah, the current Mrs. Harper murdered him. She cut his face off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a serial killer.
just going back to the
Hot
fella,
news, folks.
the policewoman fella.
The policewoman
Talk
fella.
like
Yeah.
that. Do you know what he actually used to do?
I've no idea.
He used to walk around with a wheelbarrow. He had a he always had a high vis on, hasn't he? He used to walk around with an empty wheelbarrow.
I've never seen him with a high vis on.
Haven't you?
No.
He's always got a high vis on.
I've always seen him with a polo with the little buttons at the top. Always buttoned up to the collar.
I've only
I've
seen
got a
him like.
picture of him on
They're
my phone. I'll
proper.
show you in a minute. He's got a hat.
Yeah, show us in a pic. Show us.
He used to walk around with a wheelbarrow with nothing in it. And do you remember the old tip? Do you remember the old tip?
Where it used to be.
Yeah.
It used
I
to be on
think so,
Rossmore.
yeah.
Yeah,
Go up a ramp.
I do,
You had to
yeah,
queue in
yeah.
the street.
Yes, I remember.
He used to queue in the street with his wheelbarrow amongst the cars, and everyone let him because who he was. And he'd go up the ramp, and he'd pretend to empty his wheelbarrow into the skip,
Oh, bless
and then off he'd go.
Oh,
He just wanted
God
to be. He
bless
just wanted to be part of it, didn't he? And make
that's
it fit
probably his imaginary policewoman in that wheelbarrow.
Oh my
He's
God.
dumping an imaginary body.
in. Yeah, he used to see.
But he's
him with
imaginarily killed.
he'd be
Well,
with
have you not seen that
empty
horrible
wheelbarrow.
old woman in Ellesmere Port that drives on the road in
That's
a
your
mobility
mother.
scooter? The
Which
one in the
one,
mobility
yeah?
scooter that will not move no matter how many honks she gets.
I don't even know.
She'll
this
stop at
stuff,
red
love. I'm not
lights.
aware. I wasn't aware of this guy until recently, and I've lived in
Really?
Australia for donkey's years.
Have you not known about it?
If people are listening, you would remember Pete.
Oh, they will know.
People were whinging about a few podcasts ago. We went to the Labour Club, and Pete was very disappointed because he didn't want to be there. But
I know he was there.
during the line dancing, this guy was there.
Yeah.
Was he there?
Yeah, he was line dancing with all the old
Oh
people.
no way! I'll have to come
Oh,
with
I
you next
love
time.
him, you
He's
know.
like-
To be fair, he had
He's
the
a
moves.
he is a legend.
He had the
No,
moves.
it really is.
He is a legend.
We don't mean
He's a sweetheart.
we don't mean any harm
No,
in any
we
of
don't.
this.
No, of
But-
course we don't. He's an
but-
absolute sweetheart.
But he is a local legend of where we live, and
Everyone.
everyone
And now
knows
Pete
who he
as
is.
well knows who he is.
I do know.
Oh, I love him. Love this videos of him on YouTube.
Yeah, it
I
is.
don't go on YouTube, love.
Sing
Because
it,
he-
sing
I need
it.
to look at my own podcast.
One of his other lies is he smashed in one of the train station windows.
Which one? Which train station?
Just the train on Ellesmere Port. He smashed in one of the windows.
Thomas the Wank
With
Engine.
his
Thinking he was just...
with his fist.
yeah, with his fist.
Fisting Thomas the
Seems
Wank
sort of-
Engine.
That's it, you know. That guy is a
Get.
Hulk.
Everything's got a circle on it. It circles
It
round.
does circle round.
It's just
comes
one of
back.
his hard man stories, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard man
We've all
stories.
He
done
really hasn't done it, has he?
We all fisted a train. Okay, that's it, folks. I can't do the voice anymore. I'm Christ Almighty.
Okay, that's it, folks.
That's
it,
it, folks.
folks.
That's the tales from the
You sound like the
gin-strewn, whiskey-strewn, whore-ridden city.
Sounds like the guy off Home Alone.
Never seen him. What? Fucking Macaulay Culkin.
Oh yeah, the one with the bottom with Daniel Stern with the big hair.
I've never. No,
I mean, he has got the curly hair.
Shut your
yeah.
face. Right, alright, the fucking conclusion.
The three wise men.
Life in the big smoke. It's fucking horrible, I tell you. You're gonna meet some fucking weirdos.
Why are you holding the ciggy?
It's not really even a cigarette, it's like a rolling piece of paper. But these guys, they're the fucking weirdos. Everyone else is normal. Any advice you can give out to the people meeting new assholes?
Do you know what? Yeah. The only way you can get past these assholes in the big
You,
city.
in other words.
Yeah, me. Just pretend they're not there.
I would fucking love to.
Just acknowledge their existence. Don't make direct eye contact, and you'll be completely fine. They won't approach you if you don't make eye contact.
Yeah, but some of them are fun, man.
Yeah, some of them are, but then they're not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're smoking spice
Then
at
the
first.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
At first, you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
yeah, oh, you're a sound. Next minute, they could be absolutely bashing your head in like that bag of warburtons. Leave them alone. That's my only advice. Let them do what they want to do.
I just want to take some pictures.
I just want to take some pictures. Carl,
Any Dharma fans out there?
any,
Enjoy that. Right.
any advice for the big city?
Big city. I'm going to steal what you just said because it is a good bit of advice.
It is.
Hang on.
Just sit
Hang on.
with-
Because your advice is normally run at these things,
Lean into them.
lean into them,
No,
fucking give them a big kiss or whatever.
I'm going to say what you said. Of sit back and watch because it's funny. But if the opportunity
No,
comes,
don't sit back and watch. Don't make eye contact,
no,
otherwise
but
they
that-
will approach.
yeah, but that's saying sometimes the opportunity is so good. Sometimes you have to get involved just to stir the pot because it might get even better. And you're like, okay, how far can I take this until something really goes wrong, and then you run away.
To be
Yeah,
honest with
true,
you, I
true.
do have a story, and I won't share it now because I'll save it for another one. But it was me and the current Mrs. Harper being approached by some Irish people, and they stirred our pot. And what they got was a result they did not enjoy because she got very drunk. So
Yeah,
it
Mum
works
is not
the other
wanting
way,
that.
I
Carl.
don't know, but yeah,
And they were lovely, by the way.
Rich.
Rich.
So I'd just say, go and buy yourself a massive fucking leaf blower.
Yeah.
Most powerful one you can get out there. And just fucking use it like a fucking people. Just blow them out of the way.
Oh yeah,
Just
definitely.
woo! And just walk straight through the middle of them all.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So essentially,
Blow them into the canal.
just you in the middle of the wow. So just you in the middle of the city blowing people away.
Massive, fucking big massive one.
just kick them in.
You're
right.
not a people person, Rich, are you?
No, no.
Yeah.
He's a fan
You
of.
joined in with Spicers, actually. You
What?
hypocrite.
What are you on about?
Do you remember when you come to me to the markets with
Yeah.
Mum and Nin, and there were Spice Heads with a boom box, and they were dancing like loving
Yeah.
it. We joined in.
I've got no problem with that.
They were Spice Heads.
I'm not saying not.
So how do you avoid
I'm not saying
them?
leaf blow them out of the way.
And then this guy came
Don't
down
kick
the
him in
road
the
with a big
canal.
leaf blower.
Or kick him in the canal.
Let's
I've
kick him
got
in the
absolutely
canal.
no
Blow him in
problem
the
with
canal.
anyone apart from people who try and stab me or finger me and kick me down the stairs.
What's your advice, Pete?
That's it. Don't finger me or kick me down the stairs.
If you don't do that, you'll be alright.
Don't do that, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
we
you'll be
will get
fine.
on just fine.
Like a
Just
house.
say no.
Just say no, folks, and that's the lesson to be learned from this episode.
Period.
Well, thank you, Sean, for
Did
coming
you say
on.
period?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
thank you,
slay.
Charlotte.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You,
Thank you, Charlotte.
Did you have fun?
We've had a blast.
No,
No.
not in the slightest. Period.
Fucking annoying. Carl, thank you.
I'm going to sashay
always.
away from here. I had a great time. I'd love to be seen again.
People, subscribe to the YouTube, like it, because people, I keep saying this every week, you're watching it, but you're not liking it, so fucking pack it in and subscribe.
Are you even sharing it?
We'll be on Spotify soon. We're waiting on the artwork. We'll be on Spotify and Amazon and all that bollocks.
These fucking knobbers aren't even sharing.
Get sharing, people.
Don't call the audience knobheads. I've had a go at Carl about this before.
Tell him.
Rich, anything you want to say to them before we sign off?
Rich,
Yeah,
what do
just-
you got to say?
Tune in next week and we'll do it all again, basically.
Next week is conspiracy theories, right?
Conspiracy theories.
it?
Speak about the pyramids
excellent.
next week, please.
We can do.
That's all
Let's
I
not
ask.
talk about the pyramids.
Please talk about the pyramids. All right, see you
And
next
the
week, guys.
Jesus!
Massive eclipse, what's coming up?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
conspiracies
yeah.
going around that.
Okay.
So we'll have a chat about that as well.
Yeah. Bye-bye, everyone.
Alright,
Bye,
thanks for
babes.
listening.
I'm going to
people.
go and get fingered.
See you again.
Bye.
Bye.